Hello, joy seekers and those on the path of seeking their joy. You might have been through trials, tribulations, trauma, and too much. But we're going to move on through this with some simple truths coming on forward for you. I've done a pre-shuffle on the cards, and we have someone sitting at the top, and it is the Queen of Swords. She's coming in. It's a time to listen to your head over your heart. And it's not to dismiss your heart, but to entertain these new ideas, these new frequencies and waves coming in, because there's a lot of inundation. Some of it is because of technology and things clouding the area down around us. And it can be hard to see because there's lots of heat, electricity, static, friction. Think of all the things going on in nature right now. Well, how can it affect the earth and not affect this earth? Okay. So if that feels familiar to you, trust me, I can hang in there with you. Let's bring you through this, okay? And in this case, it's wanting you to go into your mind because there are higher things going on. The heart has been living in a frequency for quite a while, and you might have even lost the beat of your own drum. It might have become humdrum. It might have become inundated and like, they're talking about quirky, not quirky, quarky. It's like stuck in a quark. These different folds and envelopes of time and energy, making your energy claggy, like mucky, not really going one way or the other, and this cold air sitting on it, stagnating it. Okay, so we're going to wake this up. We're going to wake up the heart and let the heart channel through the mind. Okay, so the animals have been, there's hedgehog again. Be a magnet for light, love, and joy. And that is coming through your heart, letting your truth speak forward, okay? But the mind is like that periscope going up to take that bigger look, or some of you, if you give into fun, a hot air balloon. So whatever your ride, I'm going to move these around a little bit, but then I am going to take us into the power of choice. Who is speaking to us here today to give us that unction of joy and delight? I see you right there. Oh, we're coming in as twins. Okay, the raven and the goat. Look at that pairing, y'all. The highest heights of the earth, and then being able to ascend and go beyond. So they're letting me know that you've gone as far as you can on this road and this route. The understory. We're going to put that there for a moment as to what it is you've been pursuing and seeking. And maybe you've had a lot of dead ends. Maybe you've had a lot of issues going on. Now, I can tell you that can have to do with Capricorn having been polluted by Pluto. Not against Pluto, but that energy has been malefic for a hard, long time. Some of you might have felt the ripples as early as 2005. Definitely the full awakening at the tail end of 2007 into 2008. It has been an eruption of, like, if you've seen Poltergeist, when the rain starts to occur and the mudslides occur and all those graves start popping up, all the things that were concealed for the sake of commerce. Okay, the ancestors, the ancestry, it might feel like a script ton of karma coming at you, but it has been death full force, waking up, smacking you in the face, that every message seemed to be another one of furthering the trauma. Okay, and you're going, how can I hold out? Why should I hold on? There is no hope for me. Or maybe there's hope. Where is it? I'm trying to get to it. And it's that slippery slope. Okay. So for those of you, this is what your soul is telling you, is to reach up above it. All right. Be where you're at, but take that moment to meditate, to breathe, to do breath work. That's a very powerful way to clear your sphere so that you stay in clarity, as opposed to frustration or condemnation or even nitpicking or vacillating, like the Two of Pentacles or the Two of Swords, trying to decide which is right, which is wrong. And it gets you in that nasty headspace. They're wanting to unify you and bring you back together to yourself. It's almost like Pluto being in Capricorn was a karmic tear for the whole universe, because Capricorn is the natural health. It's the natural health. Okay. The natural health. Well, thank you for throwing that love nugget wisdom at us. I invite Spirit to bring forward more wisdom on that. But It's the one in the zero. It's the place, like the insert of the envelope. It's like the split in the veil, and it has separated us from ourselves for some time. And it can feel like a lot of loss and devastation, struggle, trials, tribulation, that sort of thing. But what has happened is it's going to begin to come all back together. These are like stitches in time, is what it's doing to strategically bring you back. So you might occasionally fear that feel fear, yes, that piercing that is creating the stitching that's bringing it back together. But it is so much lighter than the consequence of staying separated from yourself. And so if there's something in you thrumming your heart, driving you forward to reach higher, to go higher, just know it is out of the body. So it'll occur through breath. It'll occur through meditation. It could occur through conscious music, dancing, things like that. Be careful of the words though, because this is having to do with air. So words are the things that are charging the thing beyond your reach. Okay. And so if it sounds cool, but there's some nasty up in there that you don't actually want to see in your life, whatever that nasty is, it's the thing that isn't aligned with you. It's like the waste product as opposed to the gold. Pay attention to that. Okay, friend? So we're going to put go directly under here, and it's like birthing and bringing forward yourself. Okay, so giving birth to the new you, the height from the mountaintop, and that is going to start the new pump and bringing forward not the death, but bypassing all that karmic death, all that ancestral tribulation that occurred from in the sake of progress, right? And go down deep beneath it into the well of oil is what I'm hearing. And this is goldness oil. This isn't that black gold Texas tea. We're talking about the goldness self, the anointing, the thing that you birthed yourself for, that you came into this life for. And it's coming on up with wings to soar. It's almost like as it comes and it reaches the surface of the earth, it's becoming transparent and invisible. So you might be tempted by the earth circumstances. See the iteration there? This is your heart, your emotions, and your feelings. To stay small, okay? Or to think things won't change, or that your path is set, or that you're stuck in the samskara, or this is the caste system that you were born into. But no, it's transpiring and it's moving all the way up. If it stays transparent, it stays in the quality of like gas, because we have liquid, gas, solid, and plasma. So it's going and it can travel and rise of its own nature quickly up into the atmosphere and to transmute itself, and then allow it to rain down the blessings. Let the inundation of life come to you, okay? It's not coming through the efforting. So matter of fact, they're saying the only effort is doing the connecting, okay, and holding the space, and not the way they say like the earth. And no, it's just like allowing your mind to not decide, is it right, is it wrong, is it good, is it bad, or do I stay, do I go, those type of things, because that's what's chopping you up. And it's like breaking up a phone call. I don't know too many people that stay on a phone call that continues to break up. Often they hang up and try and reconnect. Or if you're listening to a radio station, even if you love the song and you're getting out of its zone and it begins to flutter in and out and break up, you tune out, you tune off, you turn to another channel. Well, so that's what they're talking about here. The holding space looks and feels like that. It's just saying, hey, I know where I'm going. I'm not picking a this or that. I'm going for something greater, something better. You're going for the whole. Okay, and your whole self will come down and find you. So it's just allowing that to stay that way and to not jump and react or respond to everything, but allow the restoration, the true birth of yourself to come through and to come to you. See the stars coming down to you. See your wisdom beginning to tune itself and to play out to you. Those are the tuning forks, okay? And that's why they're wanting you to not be so quick to jump in. And that doesn't mean dismiss or keep yourself in any dangerous situation. You know what I'm talking about, the commonality of life, okay? So Raven's going to sit here under the mystery card for whatever reason. And another mystery card, okay. Everything is taking you forward. Even though it seems the wrong way. Stupid, ignorant, foolish, not conscious of how this goes and all the work you've done. They're saying it's gonna seem like a joke, okay, and not like a hee hee ha ha. but like a prank, okay? But there's new energy coming that is carrying you in the other way. So they're telling you, stop efforting, stop pushing yourself forward. Forward is not this way. Forward is this way. And it's not just up, y'all. It is a circuit that it's like the circulation in our body, our veins and our arteries, they work together, because as one is moving down, it's driving the other one up, okay? And it's like a conveyor belt that is that energy, that gaseous air energy is going up. That exchange and pressure is bringing down the goods, okay? And the goods could be happy, healthy family. It could be a restoration of your balance. So I've been going through vertigo for a hard month now, which is why there haven't been messages here. I could barely get up off the floor. So anyways, they're telling you it might seem like life is working against you, but it's working in your favor. All right. And the desire would be to help the progress and to begin to row your boat and to move yourself forward. Okay. And that's create a sense of defensiveness, because a bit of you is like, I don't know. You're going to have to prove it to me. You're going to have to show me. And Spirit's like, gladly. You see that taking off? And so it's telling you the only action is to not collapse in on it and to not give in to betraying yourself. All right, because this new self is coming forward, because Aquarius is where we just landed. It's where plasma just landed. It's in the creationary zone. It's all those prayers that you've been praying for lifetimes has finally come here to Earth. But you can't see it just yet because it's transparent. Again, that's what plasma is. It is right before our very eyes. It's expansive and contractive. And the most productive way to engage with this is the system set in ourself of breath. All right, breath powers the circulation. It's something that happens on its own, but it's also something that we can consciously engage with that makes a vast difference in our health and well-being. Okay. So since these are wanting to wait, we're going to get on a rune card here to see if there's any more backstory. Nope, I see it, but it's not. It wasn't willing to talk. Now we got some info. They're like refusing to go this direction. All right, quick little trick of the eye. Right? When you look at the sky, if children, you ask them to draw on a sheet of paper in elementary school, which way is forward, most of us are going to draw to the right if you're over here in America. Why? Because we write from left to right and we think progress is that way. But when you begin to write, you already have the conception and the idea. And so it actually begins here. Okay, so best go to the left. Dr. Seuss had it right. Progressive societies often are languages that write from the right to the left, because the earth is actually, hang on, y'all, is spinning this way, right? But it looks like the sun and the moon are going to the right. The clock goes to the right, but the earth is actually spinning in the opposite direction. So in order to not fight and to just go with the flow, best go to the left. So that's why if you ever see my readings, like they are here, the future is going to the left. So they refuse to be in the past. We are separate from that. This is your new beginning. So they're jumping over here with Raven, where it says prepare for change. So we have Azrael and Buckpea. I don't know Buckpea. Buckpea, do you want to speak here? Okay. Buckpea has a lot to do with Chiron and Ophiuchus. And it's the overriding of the past, the history. And not this wiping out of history, but the things that keep us locked or trapped or limited. Okay, so we have possessions and we have doors open wide, gates open wider. So they're really wanting you to be receptive to this. Some posturing, maybe even, that when it feels like it's defeating you and beating you, just for a moment, you know, head up, shoulders back, deep breath in. And through your nose, out through your mouth, because your mouth releases this excess death, hell, pressure, trauma, all of those things from the DNA in the lower part of our body in this earthen realm that Goat is talking about here. Okay, so a new day can dawn. This channel is about everything pertaining to life, friends. That's why you may hear about incense, you may hear about crystals, you may hear about breath, you may hear about cycles and changes and the body. But so many of us get up in the woo-woo, just in the air, you know, but I don't know too many of us that only eat air. I've done it. It's possible, but most of us enjoy living on this planet and engaging with what is here. So let's get into that, okay? That's why I describe a lot of things and how you're going to feel it, what it actually looks like, and how to perceive it, okay? And as you begin to tune in and you begin to feel these things out, you're going to see what it looks like and feels like for you. But this is just a hallmark, like a guidepost or a sign on the side of the road, so that you know you're heading in the right direction to find yourself, because I want your crayon in a crayon box. I already got my color. It's invisible and clear. So ask me out. Anyways, so this, oh, okay. Yeah, I love that confirmation there. But that's why you're here, for joy, right? These are the bubbles of joy. And it uplifts and it facilitates and it fosters this energy to rise up and to land in here, called possessions and fehu. Fulfillment, mindfulness, reward, love shared, when to stand up for yourself and to yourself. That's why they're telling you to not keep getting into this or the that, the resist, the stay, the go, the reject, the accept, that whole thing, because we often typecast people and the situations around us into those roles. And they're saying the fastest way to progress into this and to begin 1551 mirror principle, to experience the truth and the ease.
That was easy.
Yes. In your life, is to do that breath work. If you want to, I listen back to these as well, and that ushers in the Six of Cups. Look at that. If I could turn back time, that's what they're talking about. If I could find a way, take back all the words that have hurt you, and is it you'll stay, or I'd say, I don't know. If I could reach the stars, I'd give it all to you. That's what we're talking about over here, y'all. Friends, the stars are coming to you. All that you've hoped for and dreamt is coming. And it's here. And it's unbelievable. And it seems irresponsible because it seems totally impossible. But if you're someone who's been believing in miracles and for miracles, and people think you've got your head in the clouds and that you weren't doing anything physically to support that, but yet your heart, every heartbeat you kept believing, that has been a physical manifestation, and life has listened, and they're saying, hey, it is happening. The war-torn face and body, the scars, the mars, the tears, the debts, the destruction, all those things, restoration's here, friend. Restoration's here. And they're asking you to dream a little dream of me. That's what this time, this space is for, is to begin to simplify, to relax the collarbones, to let the constriction off of the throat and off of the vocal cords so that the ease begins here. They're saying that's a bit of what this channel is. This is like the trachea, like the throat chakra, which the throat actually feeds up into the face and the musculature of your face. Okay, friends? And that brings in the mystical, magical tiger. Accept your magnificence. Do you see the backdrop, friends? This is what heaven on earth looks like. This is the earth part going on over here. Okay, it's been stirring up the rise of heaven, the call out, and that is what is coming down. The light coming down from heaven. And what I like here at the channel is it's delight. Not just the light, it's delight. Delight is coming for you. Look at the safety. Look at the ease. Okay? This is karma too, but not just karma, karma. All right? Because you moved past the resistance and you got into the space where you're a creator and you're vibing with yourself. Know what's unique about that? When you do that, it's because, like the head over heels, some of the hanged man, we often focus on the sun behind the head, that we're not recognizing the Jupiterian power, which is that expansion part of the red returning to the head. Okay, that's when you know it's making full circuit and your action potential is activated. Your connection to yourself is restored, and it's no more having to feel like good, bad, right or wrong, burned, betrayed, any of those things. It gets into the 1919, because we're moving on up like Georgia, we say. I am so glad I grew up when I did. I don't hate on this gray hair, y'all. I love myself. And if you love yourself, leave a comment down below. It could just be an emoji. Begin to wake up this channel, because I tell you, it was challenging when it went away for a while. I'm wondering what is going on here. But if you're here, let me know. Let it show. Know I love you. Know that these words that you hear are simply my words, but you need to listen to what you are hearing in your head. You're the one walking your path. You know how to apply these. But just take note of some of the ways that I've explained how you can recognize that you're experiencing it, and then give yourself a little props. Give yourself a little shout out and celebrate that you feel this coming on through. Okay, friends, the butterfly emergence is here. I love you. Bye.